Hey, what's good, everyone? You are tuned into your favorite entertainment show right here on Bumakapa TV, channel 260. This is Night Pulse, where we bring you nothing but the hottest and exclusive events happening around the Eastern Cape, featuring your favorites, of course. Those are DJs as well as artists. On tonight's episode, we will be going through hashtag She Speaks by Sopicho Saturdays that happened at Brew Bar. This one is an exciting one because we got to hear the opinions of males and females of how they think women should be treated in our society. If you want to know more, be sure to keep up with us on our social media platforms. That is on Facebook and Instagram. It is at Bumakapa TV. Ningayindawo bethuna sizabuya. Let's check out Sopicho Saturdays.
So right now, I'm going to do the unthinkable. I'm going to be interviewing the person who does all of the interviews. But first, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Masinga Khune, and guess what? I'm going to be giving you guys some content. Hello.
Hi, Masi. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
So, in a sentence that requires no words, what is tonight about for you? Okay, I love that a lot. Now tell me, did you necessarily plan what you were going to do for tonight?
There was certainly a structure, but you struck me. As I was looking at the audience, and certainly you came about, and I was like, listen, you know what it's all about, you know what it is, even though it's a women's edition today, but I'm glad that you guys came out to celebrate with us, you know? So that for me is just the ultimate, period.
So my thinking has always been about, yes, we've got a narrative about women can do, what women should be about. What would you like to tell the perpetrators?
I would like to say to the perpetrators that at the end of the day, no matter what comes my way, comes your way, comes the woman's way. When we fall, we stand back up.
Sure.
We will always be alive and be ready for a challenge. So bring the fire, bring the negativity, bring everything that should be brought. But otherwise, we stand strong, remain positive and optimistic, and at the end of the day, we take the crown.
I love that. So I'm very big on destiny, right? So for you, what is the ultimate destiny of what women should be about as an entity in South Africa?
Women should be celebrated, appreciated, and also acknowledged in every field, whether it's engineering, whether you get to CEOs of where men are supposed to be, construction. However, despite all of that, we remain strong, we remain fearless, we remain taking challenges because we know that we will get to the top.
Listen, I have a word or two to add onto that, but the lady right next to me done did all the right things. You at home need to make sure that you tell your friend to tell another friend that women deserve everything. Everything. So now from me to you, bye-bye.
Beautiful faces in beautiful spaces, and right next to me is the beautiful Ngabagazi. How are you doing?
I'm all right, thanks. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Now tell me, as the first edition of She Speaks by Sopicho Saturdays, how does that make you feel?
I'm excited, and firstly, I appreciate this opportunity. I'm really excited. It means that we matter. Someone recognizes women, so that's very exciting. Thank you.
Do you feel like us as women in general are celebrated enough, or more should be done about that?
A lot should be done, definitely. The fact that we only celebrated in August, that says a lot. Well, it's my birth month, but still, we shouldn't be celebrated once a year, you know? And what I think as well is that even in our workspaces, women are not celebrated enough. We actually not respected enough. You know, someone respects you, like you're beautiful and stuff, but until you tell someone that I'm a manager or I'm something, then you can kind of feel that level of respect growing. Otherwise, if you're a receptionist or something, you don't really matter. And it's wrong. You should matter, you know. Men get more salaries, and I think it still happens, you know, so women are not celebrated enough, definitely.
And definitely we should. Exactly, and we should matter. Ngaba, without any further ado, tell me about your fit today. What inspired this whole look?
The look is inspired by, I wanted to look a bit kind of youthy kind of vibe, sexy, sleek, but comfortable because I'm wearing sneakers. So I wanted to feel comfortable, look comfortable, but still a bit sexy.
And sexiness is the most important as long as you are presentable. Thank you so much. Where can people get hold of you on social media?
On social media, I'm Ngaba Matigiza on Insta and I'm Ngabakazi Matigiza on Facebook.
That is Ungaba, the beautiful lady in beautiful spaces. Nina Ninga Yindawu. We'll be back with more beautiful people right after this. The gents are looking beautiful, the females are looking beautiful, Yonkinto are aligning, the combos are aligning. Right next to me is Milani. And Milani, how are you doing tonight?
I'm fine, thanks, and you?
I'm well, thank you. Now tell me, as a male supporting the She Speaks event by Sopicho Saturdays, how is that all for you?
I know it's a great event, supporting all the female DJs. It's a great platform for them, and we're having a good time.
And that's the most important part, to have a good time. But also what I liked about this is that the event had a meaning. It wasn't just about grooving and having fun, but also celebrating the woman. Tell me, how do you feel as a male in society? Females in different sectors, are they being celebrated enough or treated fair, or rather treated fairly or equally?
I don't think so, you know. We're gonna get there eventually, but we're still in the process of getting there. But eventually we will get it right. But tonight is a great platform for women, and to only see female DJs, it's something different and something we've never seen before. And so Peter Saturdays has brought it to us. We love to see it.
I bought Tango to Sopicho Saturdays, but before I let you go, what inspired this whole fit? You're looking stylish, you're looking amazing. I'm sure what inspired the whole fit for tonight?
You know, we're approaching springtime, summertime, so I just thought I should be bright and lovely. Yes.
And bright, uyabonakala. Where can people get hold of you on social media?
I'm only on Instagram at Milan CEO. Yeah, that's the only place you can get me. I'm not on Facebook or Twitter or anything, just on Instagram.
Will we see more style on your social media platform?
Definitely. Just check me out, you'll see me.
I get gents and ladies. Milani. This is Milani on all social media platforms, looking stylish as ever. This is She Speaks by Sopicho Saturdays. Ningayindawo. If vibes is aligner, abantu baya aligner, yonke into ihamba kamnandi. And right next to me is Zethu. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks, and how are you?
I'm well, thank you, Zethu. Tell me, as a woman in society, do you feel like you're very much appreciated?
I think I'm very much appreciated because, like, as women, guys, no, not guys actually, like people that they respect us. Like, just because you're a woman, you're being respected and appreciated. Most importantly, just because I'm here, like, guys have been like, okay, this is a woman, I should take care of this woman. Like, I've been having those vibes, yeah, since I've came here, yeah.
And it's good to know that because this is the first event from Sopicho Saturdays that celebrates women. It's hashtag She Speaks. And you felt that presence. You felt appreciated. Tell me, how much more as women can we do, or what more can we do for us to be closer together? Because abantu bane vibes zabo, sometimes that charge, all white zethu, and then you know, what should women act, or how should they act rather, to make other women feel comfortable?
And also, it's my first time being here, and I appreciate that because, like, every guy was treating me well. Like, no, actually, I wouldn't say that I want them to improve anything, but, like, they treat everyone, like, equally. Like, every woman is beautiful, everyone is stylish, like, is perfect, as long as they feel comfortable. You know, if when I was strong and doing like, I come cheat, I need by approve by when and then, yeah, if when I was writing and doing that's all. I don't need people.
Are we doing la validation? If when we are ziva, are we as if? That's it.
Honestly, show me. I don't. Honestly, I don't. If ever I'm comfortable, then everything is perfect.
Lastly, what inspired the whole all-white outfit? What inspired it?
My word. Thank you, show me. But no, nothing inspired me. I just took out anything. I just took out that Dibanisa show me anything in Komai Fishani. That was all. Because everything you can find, everything.
Zethu, where can people get hold of you on the social media platforms?
By the way, I'm Zethu White on Instagram, also on Facebook. Yeah. That's all, guys.
Thank you so much, Standwa Umhle. Go enjoy yourselves. Go have a lovely time. And I'm sure our viewers out there are also having a lovely time with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, babe.
If it's one thing that I enjoyed about this event is that both males and females came out in numbers to support the first edition of hashtag She Speaks by Sopicho Saturdays. Right about now, let's go to an ad break. But when we come back, we'll be back with more. Welcome back to it once again, and we are still at it with the first edition of hashtag She Speaks by Sopicho Saturdays. Now I got to speak to more amazing beings about what they think of how women are treated in our society. Abanye bathi they're treated fairly, abanye bathi they are not treated fairly. When at home, what do you guys think? Let's check out what the other people had to say.
Yes, and it still is She Speaks by Sopicho Saturdays. We are all having a fun time and meeting amazing people as well. And those that know me can definitely attest to the fact that Njabatanda abantu abahle, especially females that are beautiful, females that are confident in their skin. And one of those people that I can make an example of is Ulusanda. Lusanda, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Matali?
I'm well, thank you. Kanxelele man Lusanda, do you feel like women should be celebrated on a monthly basis, on a daily basis, or kanye, only once in a while?
From my side, I think women should be celebrated all the time. Because without women, there's no life. These are the women. Without women, you can't bring any human being. So the world, the country, the government, they owe us. Because without women, there is no life. So please celebrate us every time.
Those are some strong words coming from you, and I love that because at the same time, Vusan makes me feel motivated as well. What do you feel like we are lacking as women in society?
Can you come again?
What do you feel like we are lacking as women in society?
What we're lacking is confidence. And another thing that is lacking, you must know who you are, your worth, your value. If you know your value as a woman, then no one will take advantage of you because you know who you are and you know what you bring to the society. That's very important.
Those are some strong ones, Susanna, and I'm loving it because these are the conversations that we should have as females. Abantu aba, they bring each other down. But I feel like instead of doing that, you should be like, about this event, this is the first edition of She Speaks by Sopicho Saturdays. How does that make you feel?
Can you come again?
This is the first edition of She Speaks by Sopicho Saturdays. How is that feeling? How's that whole feeling for you? How was the event?
I'm very grateful for this opportunity because you just mentioned now that as women, we have a problem, especially South African women. We don't celebrate each other. We don't lift each other. We always want to bring each other down. I've traveled. I've been to Jamaica. I've been to Israel, I've been to America, I've been to France, Nigeria. I remember when I went to Jamaica, like women that are more bigger than me, they will appreciate you, but in South Africa, say, no, this is not for you. I think as women of South Africa, we should learn and embrace each other, please, as women. And with that, we will conquer a lot of things.
Naive again, embrace each other as women, and with that, we shall conquer. Tell me what inspired your whole food for tonight. Ugocha, Siman, Yongindo Yaka is top tier. What inspired us tonight?
My confidence, my worth. I know who I am. Whatever you are saying about me, I don't care. If I feel that I feel okay, then there's no problem.
Vilulusana, guys, this is me dropping the mic. Said Kabili. Confidence is the most important thing. I'll see you guys right after this. The lovely thing about these events is that we get to meet familiar faces and beautiful faces as well. And right next to me is a familiar face, and she goes by the name of Uzenande. Zenande, how are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Firstly, you're looking amazing tonight.
You looking amazing as well.
Very important.
Women's Month, Kalo.
On to Women's Month. Do you feel like as a woman in society, you're much appreciated?
I feel like as women, we're not appreciated as much. I feel like there's predators, there's men catcalling us. I feel like it's just in South Africa, living in South Africa as a woman is not safe. Men are just ready to kill us. ready to catcall us, ready to be predators. You know, like it's not safe. We go through streets and we are not safe. Like, yes.
And that is true. And one thing about these topics is that people get to have their different opinions, because you as a female might say something like this and a male might say something else. How do you feel like as women, how should we come together and be like, Mamelani, this is our time. We are stepping in, respect us and listen to us. How do you feel like we can coop that whole idea and come together and let them know Basikona?
Okay, I feel like it needs to start within men. Good group is abo. We circles up. Imagine they told about I hit up this girl, whatever. I feel like they need to be aware about themselves. It needs to start within men, and then you can move on to women and be like, how do you feel? You need to check up on women. It can't be that thing, masichile, whatever. You need to be like, how are you? Are you feeling okay? Like, can I take you to somewhere? Because you're not safe as a woman. Like, I feel like you can't just walk alone as a woman. You need to be on the guard. Even utati Uber, you are not safe. You need to be aware. You need to send your friends locations on whatever you get. Yeah.
And that's very important, ladies. Okay? Share the locations and make sure that you are okay. Teta nature zenu, the family members zenu, even bayas bani and bayas bani safe. Zenande, one thing that stood out was this whole fit. Go blacky, go sabu. Pastel colors. What?
Just the vibes, but I need to stand up. I need to stand up to men. Like you can't even go out to man, this pollen. A man is gonna hit up on you, be like, oh, are you paying for these bottles? What not? As a woman, it's said, but but you can. Like, you don't need men in your life to pay for your bottles, to pay for your entrance. You get.
I get it, man, and I feel motivated. Where can people get hold of you on social media?
Okay, on Instagram, you can get a hold of me on Z_Mpande. On Facebook, I don't really have Facebook. On WhatsApp, my number.
Let's not give that away.
That's a bit tricky.
Let's not give that away. Ladies and gents, I feel motivated, captivated by Species Kazenanda. Nina ninga yindawo. Bani funu finisher, motivated. Bani funu enjoy. Still. Make sure that you still stay tuned. One of the main reasons why Sila Panje Namhlanje, one of the brains behind hashtag She Speaks by Sopicho Saturdays, he goes by the name of Utando. Utando, how are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you. So as I said, when you're one of the brains behind She Speaks, what was the whole concept behind She Speaks? Germany Tetanina as a crew, how did you come up with it?
First and foremost, we're paying ode to women. South African women, we are aware of the current social issues revolving around women, GPV and all of that, and all of those stuff. So we partnered with SAB. To get on that no excuses vibe. So yeah, it was basically just paying homage to women and saying thank you for being here, thank you for being our mothers, some of our fathers. And yeah, it was basically just paying homage to women and just putting women first for a change.
And it's amazing what I saw here, and it's females, but there's also males. So that means you guys are also celebrating us as a whole. Tell me, it's the first time that you guys are doing hashtag She Speaks. Do you feel like there would be a continuation?
We want that, but obviously we need a bit of partnership from other brands and sponsors. So whoever wants to come on board is more than welcome to do so. This is our first of many, and we're looking forward to doing a lot more for women, as we should. In this country, yeah.
Now we all know that Sopicho Saturdays is banging, despite the fact that theme yangoku She Speaks. Otherwise, once a month, there's always that talk about Sopicho Saturdays. Tell me, what is that one distinctive thing that you guys think you have amongst other events that are happening around? Because it is always full. You always get different types of people. That is the fire within.
We keep it real. We keep it real. We're really down to earth. We try to be as humble as possible. Because ungumdu ngabantu, and yeah, that is just basically us presenting a nice vibe for people, a nice very chill vibe, real vibe. Because we are real people. We're not living a facade, and yeah, we're just trying to make it real as possible for people to be comfortable, get here, unwind, go home safe, and all of that.
Tana, where can people get hold of you guys on social media?
I am Utikas The Groove. That is my stage name. I'm also a DJ. And we are So Picture Saturdays on Instagram and So Picture Saturdays on Facebook as well. Then we have The Groove Bras. This is actually presented by The Groove Bras. The Groove Bras presents So Picture Saturdays. So, yeah, The Groove Bras on social media platforms like your Twitter, Instagram as well. Then our subsidiary is So Picture Saturdays. But that's our mainline event that we've been pushing throughout the year. And yeah, we're hoping to do a lot more.
And we are also expecting a lot more from you guys as well. And on that note, man can have no groove with the groove. The most beautiful thing about the hashtag She Speaks event is that I get to see, or rather hear, different perspectives from males and females. And right next to me is Umak. How are you doing?
No, I'm good yourself.
I'm well, thank you. So tell me, as a man in society, do you feel like you guys are doing enough in terms of celebrating women or treating them fairly rather, or with respect?
Yeah, from our side, I don't think that we're doing enough. Because judging from the stats, South Africa is one of the, I think we're the second in the world in terms of gender violence. So I think that, yeah, we are doing much, but we need to get to a point whereby we know that this doesn't need to be taught. This needs to be instilled into each and every child that's growing up, you know? So I think that, okay, I'm gonna say something now. You don't bend a tree when it's young. You bend a tree when it gets, so meaning that we need to instill this in our kids, in our sisters, in each and everyone, so that they know that the importance, like, for example, we're into Women's Month. So I think that when we're into Women's Month, don't tell your kid or wonder that we're into Women's Month. They need to know that this is mandatory. This is my child, this is my kid, this one, he needs to know that when I see a woman, I see a flower, I see someone that I need to cherish.
Thanks. And on that note, where can people get hold of you on social media?
Yeah, by Malcolm Gaza, Mac. Yeah, I'm just preaching whatever needs to be preached. Thanks a lot, guys.
And unfortunately, we have reached the end of the first edition of hashtag She Speaks by Sopicho Saturdays. Betuna, I had so much fun. I hope you guys at home had so much fun with me as well. Remember not to miss out, as you heard from Mutando. They'll be having more of these events happening at the Brew Bar. That is, I repeat, Sopicho Saturdays. Be sure to catch me on Night Pulse, same time, same place next week. That is every Saturdays at 7:30 on Puma Kappa TV, channel 260. As for now, I'm signing out.